Hey everyone, it's Carolyn. I'm an empath and psychic, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing the Mermaid Tarot. So if you've been debating if you should get these cards, I'm going to be showing you everything that these cards come with. I'm going to be going through the guidebook and telling you if it's a good guidebook for beginners or not. I'm also going to flip through the cards and show you the artwork for all of them so you can see if they resonate for you. And then at the very end I'm going to shuffle the cards, tell you how they shuffle, and also what my final thoughts on these cards are. So with all that being said, let's talk about the guidebook. So it's a very sturdy guidebook. It's very comparable to the Wizard's Tarot or the Everyday Witch Tarot. It's definitely something that if you store your cards in the box, this would last a long time. It does have a magnetic strip on the side here where that's where this stays closed, so it's not going to be opening up on you. And then when you open it up, it has the guidebook here, and then it has the cards underneath. So looking at the guidebook, it says a guide to Mermaid Tarot. And so it looks like it tells you how to bond and connect with this deck and how you can use these cards. And then it has the descriptions for the major arcana and the minor arcana. And then it has mermaid magic and spreads and then a final note. So it looks like it is very insightful. So it tells you about the creation of this deck and what you need to know about it. And then what I really like is that it does talk about numerology. And so this deck would be really good if you're someone who does study numerology. If you know numerology, you can apply that to any tarot deck. But if you haven't learned it yet, this guidebook really gives you an easy, beginner-friendly explanation. And then it tells you how you can shuffle the cards and how you can split the decks, and then it has any notes if you want to make your own notes. And it also talks about reversals, which is really good because people are sometimes confused by reversal and not everyone chooses to use them, so that's really something that you can decide for yourself. But it's good that this guidebook so far seems to be very beginner friendly, where it's taking everything down to the basics. So for the major arcana, we have the image on the side here, then we have the name of the card, and then we have a little bit about it, basically describing the image on it, and then it has the upright meaning and the reverse meaning. And then we have this suit of cups. And so again, we have the artwork on the side here, we have the name, again about the image, and the upright and the reversed meanings. So it seems like for all the cards, it's super insightful. Sometimes people only have really big meanings for the major arcana, and then when it goes to the minor arcana, they don't use as many details for it, but it seems like with these cards, it's very insightful for all the cards. And so first impressions of this guidebook, this is really beginner friendly and something that people who are new to tarot would really be able to use. So now we're getting into the tarot spreads. And so it's talking about spells for healings. So this is also really good for anyone who is looking to get into witchcraft because they have spells that you can use the tarot cards for, and it tells you how you can link the cards with the spells you're using to amplify your intention. So this would be really good for baby witches who are new to the craft. This would be giving really beginner friendly guidance. And then there's also a spell for love, a spell for money, and then a daily journal prompt spread. So this is really getting you to do inner work and heal yourselves, which is really good. And then it gives other spreads. So 2 heads are better than 1 spread. Wait, where, how, 3 card spread. The 4 element spreads. And then we have a final note. So basically this is where you can make your own notes of the cards or anything you want to have insight on or anything you picked up, you can write in this. So that's really good. So overall, my thoughts on this guidebook, it's great for beginners. If you're a beginner who is new to tarot overall, it seems like it's going to be very insightful. And then if you want to learn a little bit about numerology, a little bit about spells, it has a lot of the basics for you. And so while this isn't going to be the end all be all, this is definitely a good way to step your toes in the water without fully trying to solely learn that one area. And so I really think that this is really insightful and going to be really good for anyone who really is needing to know the basics. So I just zoomed you in so you can see the cards better. So this is the back of the cards, and it's really pretty and really gives that sea energy. And so now I'm going to go ahead and start the flip through. I love this Empress card. It's so beautiful. Definitely reminds me of Trident from The Little Mermaid. I love how she's freeing the whale in the Strength card. It really represents the energy of having inner strength and courage. This is such a beautiful card. This card looks so wholesome and just really represents the energy of the sun so well. I love the mysteriousness of this card. I love how this image here is representing something that's going to be extremely useful and something that's very clever. This image looks beautiful. I love the uncertainty in this card. I love how this image is portrayed. I feel like this is the first time I've seen the Ten of Wands in a way where you can actually see the person's frustration. I love the vibrancy of this card. I love this card. I think it's so gorgeous. I love how there's all the people and the animals and everything's just in sync and it's so grounded, and it just really represents the Eight of Pentacles, as it looks like someone is offering money and like everyone's trading things, and it just feels like there's an equal exchange of energy. This Nine of Pentacles is so intriguing. It's so mysterious how the roots are just overlapping the coins. It's like it's ingrained in it. It's like it's a part of it. This card is so sad. I love how the Queen of Swords is depicted here. She has such a powerful and just sharp energy about her. So I just got done with the flip through and I'm gonna go and shuffle these cards. So first I'm gonna do the ripple shuffle, and they shuffle really nicely, and then I'm going to do the overhand shuffle, and again, these shuffle really good. These cards do have a glossy finish on them, so it makes them have a lot of slip, so it makes it really easy when they shuffle, especially when you're doing the overhand shuffle. The only thing I would say is if you are someone where you put your cards down, because they do have that gloss finish, they could kind of slide, and sometimes they could like fall off if it's right on the edge of your table. But besides that, I think that they are really good, and they also are really flexible, so it makes them really good when you are doing the ripple shuffle. You're not fighting the cards in any way. And so my final impression from these cards is that they are really good for beginners, or if you have been wanting this style of artwork, I would really recommend it. I think the guidebook is super informative, and I think that the cards just have this stunning artwork on it, especially if you were someone who likes mermaids. I think you would really resonate with this. So it's going to be a matter of personal preference if you want this deck or not, but if you are someone where you really like the artwork, I would say to go for it, because if you you are someone where maybe you don't know a lot about tarot, it would be super easy to learn with this deck. I would also say that if you're someone who wants to see the cards in a different perspective, specifically when it comes to cards like the Three of Swords or the Death card, this deck would offer that because it shows things in a little bit more of a direct way, especially when it comes to cards like the Death card where they had an actual oil spill for it. I think that this deck would be really good if you were someone where you're really into the ocean, you're really into the environment, and if you were wanting to see things from that perspective. And I feel like it would also be good at making you switch your understanding of the cards a little bit, where there's a little bit of a deeper understanding. So now you're not just going with a main traditional message, now you're also taking it a step further. If you are connecting with this artwork, it's going to be super insightful and intuitive for you, and you're going to have amazing readings from this. And so really I don't have anything negative to say about this deck. I would say if this is not your style, then obviously pass on it. But as far as like an objective overview, I really feel like this is going to be good for everyone who wants it. So if you are going to get this deck, or if you already have it, let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. And if this deck isn't it for you, if you're not vibing with it, I have a whole unboxing playlist that I'm going to have linked above. Hopefully I can help you find a deck that's better suited for you. And also if you want to watch more of my videos, I'm also going to have them linked in the cards as well. I post multiple times a week, so definitely hit subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I'm sending you all so much love and light on your own spiritual journeys, and I can't wait to see you all in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.